Okay, so I just hosted this women's retreat right here in Paradise, right here in my home island, St. Martin. It was the second time I got to host the Island Awakening Luxury Retreat. And let me tell you, it was everything that I envisioned, everything that I actually had on my vision board. It was fun, there was a lot of laughter, there were tears, there were breakthroughs, but I got to also see these women bond together and create this sisterhood, this tribe. It was just insanely beautiful. Not to mention that the weather cooperated with us fully for the entirety of the 4 days. Not even an inch of rain, and which is, saying a lot because in June, that is when the rainy season of St. Martin starts. And I got to step up in the role that I feel I'm on this earth to play, the role of coach, of meditation guide, of facilitator, of retreat host, the fearless leader. The universe had other plans for me too. While I got the opportunity to coach these women to identify the fears and to navigate their way through these fears that are keeping them back from taking the necessary, scary steps towards creating the life that they want for themselves, the universe was like, you didn't think I put you here in this role just to be a leader, now did you? No, 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 no. You are also going to be the student. And I realized that there was a lot of fears that were holding me back from being the person that I need to be. So that's how I got schooled in Island Awakening 2025. The retreat started on June 4th, Arrival Day. Women from different places showed up with open hearts and packed bags, and having been to retreats myself before, I bet there were a few nerves too. After settling in at the gorgeous Hotel L'Esplanade in Grand Case, which is one of my favorite boutique hotels on the island, by the way, we kicked things off with hugs, laughs, snacks, and drinks before heading to dinner at one of Grand Case's most popular restaurants.
Yours is on fire.
The food was exquisite, the conversation flowing, and the desserts were out of this world. The next morning, I told the group we were going to start the day with a little morning meditation. But what he didn't know is that we had planned a surprise beach picnic. It was beautiful. The sound of the waves, the sun was shining. I mean, the scene was perfect for the work that we were about to do. We meditated on what fears exactly were holding us back. We talked about the different steps to overcome those fears, and we journaled about what it would feel like to let go of the fear we just named. And then came the fun part. We dove into the crystal clear water, not only to refresh from the hot sun, but to remind ourselves also that nothing changes if we don't take action. And after a delicious lunch with the most magnificent view, it was time to head back to the hotel for another fun exercise, rock painting. We painted our fears on a rock and our hopes on another. And it might sound silly, but there was something so powerful about it. Naming the fear, putting it on something solid, and then saying, I release you. And the next day, we went even deeper. Meditation with me, breathwork with Jennifer, my amazing co host, and that combo, let me tell you, absolute magic. We held space for real tears and real breakthroughs.
One more time. I love me.
And then, to shift the energy, we played dress up. But not just any dresses, though. The flying dresses. Seeing these women feel so beautiful, strong, and playful, it was everything. I swear, they were just glowing. That's the shot. Yes. Before we continue, I have to tell you about this little rule we had. Every single day at exactly 1:11 p.m., we dropped everything to dance. Yep, whether we were meditating, journaling, or eating, it didn't matter. When 111 hit, it was dance o'clock.
Whee! 660. You know, these moments weren't just silly and cute. They were moments that got us to introduce play in an otherwise a little bit of serious moments that we had throughout the retreat, right? But it was so much fun and it brought joy. And, you know, being silly together brought us actually closer together as well, as women, as sisters, as a tribe. So, no, it wasn't just silly and cute, it was actually medicine. Thanks, Liana.
Because joy is powerful, play is healing, and sometimes shaking your booty is exactly what your nervous system needs.
Activating our creativity.
Then came the pier jump. It was our big symbolic fear release. Some of us were scared out of our minds, and I'm not gonna lie, Jennifer and I hesitated too. But you know what? We did it. One by one, we jumped.
The statement, she said, I'm here, so fuck it.
Yes!
And you could literally see the shift on everyone's face. It was like freedom.
One thing that you're celebrating from this time that we've had together?
That last night on the beach was everything. We journaled, we meditated, we sipped champagne, we reflected on how far we came in just a few days. And in all the guiding and coaching I was doing, I had my own little truth bombs that dropped as well. I realized that I've still been holding back. I've been scared of fully stepping into this new version of me. You know, the coach, the guide, the woman I've worked so hard to become. I am going, the great thing that I'm going to do after this is that I am stepping into Riselle, the coach. And you know what? That hit hard. And as hard as it hit, and as surprised as I was for what came up for me during this retreat, I have to say that I was also very grateful. Because how beautiful for me to be leading right with my co host Jen, and still at the same time growing alongside these amazing women that signed up for this. This retreat was a reminder. It was a reminder that growth is everlasting. It is a continuous process. It never stops. But also that fear will continue to show up whenever you're doing something new. And as if I needed more reminders, it was also a reminder of the magic that exists within a sisterhood and the healing, the joy that exists in healing. So,
We need to just be willing to take the plunge, to take that deep dive, to dance, and to invest in ourselves. So, if this video has awakened anything within you, I hope that you are willing to share it with me in the comment section below. Let me know what has come up for you while you watch this video. And also, if you want to dance with me and with other amazing women next year on the beaches of St. Martin, then let this be your sign to start planning and start putting things in place to be here for the Island Awakening Luxury Retreat happening from the 3rd to the 7th of June 2026. I hope to see you there. And as for this video, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye!